Drew here from Automation for Agencies with Akash, the founder of Remote, trying to find out if one visual AI workspace can actually replace the content stack most agencies are duct taping together, or if it's just another canvas with a chatbot bolted on. If you don't know me, I'm Drew, over 15 years in design, the last 3 running my agency. In this video, you'll find out how Remote turns one brain dump into a week of platform ready content in under an hour. Let's get into it. Welcome, everybody. We have a special guest today, Akash from the app Remote. And for the people that don't know what Remote does, Akash, can you explain what exactly it does?
Okay, so hi everyone. It's a sheer pleasure to be here. So, first of all, thank you, Drew, for inviting me here and talking, sharing with you, discussing with you all about Remold. It was such a pleasure. And for all those who are new, who don't know about Remold, Remold is one of its kind AI content workspace, basically, which is designed to help you not only compress your content work, but all your brainstorming, all your thinking, working task that you are currently doing in that black box of chat gpt, that to be replaced with like a visual whiteboard kind of thing. If you see, our brains do not work in this manner where we are just typing in things and we are expecting results. We connect dots, we connect different things, right? So this is exactly how Remote was designed, because I was looking out for a tool which could actually help me think better, brainstorm better. So this is where Remote came into picture.
Excellent. So that's a problem you were trying to solve. What's your ideal customer, you think, Akash?
Okay, so for us, it's mainly solopreneurs, mainly coaches, creators, consultants, and like trainers, whoever is building their business solo and need that extra boost, extra support. So this is where Remold comes into picture, doing the heavy lifting for you in multiple different areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
You say solopreneurs, content creators, and agency owners as well, I assume?
Oh, yeah. I was
Yeah.
myself an agency owner, so I definitely am thinking from that perspective big time.
Excellent. And speaking of agency owners, I know from just, personal use, professional use, you have to create content, blogs, LinkedIn posts, the whole nine. Can you share your screen and kind of show the audience how remote works?
Definitely. So what I'll do is I'll just start sharing my screen,
Hmm.
and
Thank you.
just forgive me in case if anything goes up and down, because I'm currently on a developer account. So
Hmm.
because we have been working on and off. So but yeah, still I'll share. I'll keep it very to the point so you guys get a complete understanding.
Okay.
So this is exactly what I hope my screen's visible to you.
Yes.
Perfect. Let go. So if you see, this is the dashboard. This is the main My Boards page. This is where you can create your own like whiteboards, infinite whiteboards, and you can create as many boards as you want just by clicking over here. And then if I jump straight into helping you understand how business owners, agency owners, coaches, creators can start leveraging this tool to create content in a much more efficient manner, then what I am going to do is I am today going to take an example. Let's take an example that you are looking forward to create content for LinkedIn, Instagram, and let's say Twitter. Okay. So these are the
Hmm.
three platforms that you wish to post on. But again, you don't have time. You're stuck with 10 different things. There are like much different other priorities. So, how can we, first way, look at other people's content who we find interesting and repurpose that into our voice? That is the first thing. And second is how, if you have your own idea, how you can dump that idea and it can write for all these platforms in one go, just from that one idea. So yeah, this is these are the two ways that I'm going to cover today. Okay, so this is how the whiteboard looks like. Now there are two ways to go about it. You can either have like you can manually do it one step by step, connecting all the nodes. We can do that way, or there is also one more way to just save extra time, which is by directly giving the AI workflow option that what you want, and it can create the entire flow for you. So I'm
Hmm.
first going to use the like AI workflow just so it can make the job a bit more easy. Now, I'll just record and tell the purpose. So, I want you to go ahead and create me a new workflow. Basically, in this workflow, I want two groups. One for the purpose of putting all the content ideas which I like, which I come across, which needs to be repurposed. And the second group needs to be of the things that are more personal to me, how I talk, my content pieces, my website, anything that is basically related to me, so that the workflow can understand how my tonality is. And then I want uh, to create content for LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. So please go ahead and create me a workflow for this. So you can just say that I want to create a workflow wherein I'll just put my idea, and along with that, I'm also going to give you my details. So it'll just understand. It's just something that I already am aware of. So that is why I said that. Now it might take a few minutes, from a minute to 2 to 3 minutes to come up with your complete workflow. So meanwhile, I'll just copy this for the sake of if we need to use it again. So there is also one more way which you can go ahead with, which is first option is you can type in directly over here. The second option is what you can do is over here, there is also a little button given, which is more like a star button. But can you see already it has started working? It has started placing all the nodes. It has started creating your groups. So this is one of the like fastest way how you can create things around.
Wow.
So there you go. Your entire workflow is created. And
Amazing.
with all the steps, though the like placements are still yet to be defined, but yeah, it has created, and by the way, it has given to you all the steps as well, what to be placed where. So if I just take you through real quick, can you see over here, content to be repurposed? This is the
Yes.
group for putting the content that you want to be repurposed. It has given you all the different things, like you can put a website over here, you can put a YouTube link over here. Now these things are all just for the sake of a better user understanding. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and start deleting these, okay? Because I don't need at this point. I'll just show you guys manually how it is to be done. Now you can also, by the way, create this group, this entire workflow yourself as well. If you don't want AI to create it, if you don't want like AI to do this, you can also create. So that is the flexibility with remote. How brain works, you can exactly think like that. And the second group over here, if you see, it is all about my tonality. You need to put all your things. If you have your any LinkedIn post, any Instagram reels, anything that you have, your TikTok videos, you can just dump it over here, and it will start understanding how you exactly speak. Now, talking about how your tonality exactly can be copied, there is also one beautiful feature in Remold, which I generally never saw anywhere, which is of adding custom instructions to everything. Now, what do I mean by custom instructions? So, if you see, generally what happens, we give, I'm just meanwhile making it a bit more tidy so like we all can understand. So, what happens generally? We give a certain thing to AI, or let's say we have 5 PDFs which we share with AI, and we ask something related to this, or we tell this is how I speak, and now help me with that. But it cannot go to a very granular level to decide what is the purpose of this content piece, or what is the purpose of this asset, how you want to use it. So this is the beauty in Remold, that you can give custom instruction to every single thing how you want to use it. For example, let me make it more easy for you. So let's say this is the group now which I want to use for repurposing, right? So first I'll just come here, I'll rename it repurpose group, let's say. Okay, now there is nothing that is going to tell the AI per se that this group, the content or assets in this group are to be used for repurposing. So this is where you can add a custom instruction. Can you see a bar at the bottom? Now this is where you can type your custom instruction. You can just say to AI, okay, so please use this group explicitly for the purpose of using as the idea bank, or for using as the content idea, whatever I'm going to dump in over here. It could be any person's reel, any person's content idea. And in case if like I have my own idea, I will be sharing some text or some voice notes which you need to use as a idea to create content. There you go, as simple as that. And now this group is exactly going to act like a, rather than saying repurpose group, I'll just say idea group. Okay, you can just put any idea. You can put your idea, you can put someone else's content piece just to be repurposed. And over here, I'll just say my voice. So this is where you can put anything that is related to you, which is essentially your website or anything. Okay. Now, if you see this, these two things are going into these three things. Now, what are these three things? These are nothing but prompt nodes. You have your prompts written over here. So AI workflow is so strong at this point that it can write your custom prompts for you. Now, if you see, this is the prompt written for LinkedIn post generator. Can you see? Now,
Yes.
this is where, and by the way, you can also go ahead and write your own prompts if you have any your favorite prompts saved anywhere. And the best part about Remolt is we also have our own prompt library. So you can click over here and access the prompt library. So there are now people adding their own prompts publicly. But let's say we already have a LinkedIn post writer prompt available with us. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to just select this and click on use prompt. And there we go. The new prompt is populated over here. And there is also a big benefit with Remolt, which is you do not need to buy any pro subscriptions for anything majorly, because we have gotten all the LLM models right over here. In fact, all those high performing models, if anyone is interested. So we have this over here directly. And this is going to be basically writing the LinkedIn post for you. Now, the second thing is also going to, the second prompt node is going to write the Instagram reel. Okay. And let's say I have my own Instagram prompt also in my prompt library. You can create your own prompt, by the way. You can save your own prompts by clicking over here. Now, what I'll do is I'll just select, let's say this one. We have already an Instagram reel writer. There you go. Now, I'm going to use Twitter's prompt as it is, as AI workflow gave me. And if you can see now, along with these three prompts, we already have a text empty node connected. So this is empty text node. So why this is connected? Basically, any prompt node, if it has to generate a result and put a result somewhere, it has to use an empty space, an empty plate. So yeah, this is where the text node is going to come into picture. Okay. And finally, we have a chat node connected over here. The purpose of this is just for the purpose of, let's say, if you want to review, you want to discuss with AI anything that you have generated over here. So that is why it is connected. Otherwise, this is of no use at this point. So what I'm going to do is I am simply going to delete this because I don't think so this is of use at this point. And now I think this is pretty good. So yeah, let's go. Let's have some ideas popping over here and let's come up with something. Now, as I said, there are two ways. One, I will either go to Instagram and fetch some new ideas. So what I am going to do is I'm going to share my Instagram. There we have the Instagram. Now, let's say I like this reel from Alex Hormozy. Simply, what you can do is, this is another very powerful feature in Remote that I didn't see anywhere else. We had our own, or we have our own Chrome extension. So what you can do is right click and simply capture with Remote. And as you can see over at the top, it says capturing. Now the same reel is going to be populated inside all of your boards, and you can access it with just one click. So that is another beautiful feature that we had. So if you can see over here, the little okay, able to see my remote screen. I will share this. So if you can see over here, the little bookmark icon at the top. So in this bookmark icon, all the things that you're capturing are going to come over here. So if you see over here at the top, we have the Alex Hormozy's reel, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm directly going to drag it out and I'm going to place it over here. And there you go. Yeah, you can just bring it over here. I'm going to drag it into this idea band. I like this reel and I want to create something like this. Okay. So now what you can do is, now you can give your own content as well over here, like just for AI to understand your voice. Now I'm also going to give a custom instruction to this group. So AI understand that this is the group from where I need to pick my voice. Okay. So I'm going to say, so in this group, I'm going to share the content pieces which are mine. So for your benefit of understanding how I speak, how I write. So please explicitly use these content pieces for the purpose of understanding how I write and how I speak, and nowhere use the information from these content pieces or assets. That's all. So now Remolt knows that this is the group that I just need to use for the purpose of understanding your tonality. Now you can just, in a similar manner, go and let's say you go to your Instagram and you can pick any reel and you can come over here. Let's say I just posted this one. I'll paste it over here. And there I have my own reel. Now I'll just simply drag it inside this. Now, now what you can do is, generally there is a rule of thumb. Don't give more than 5 pieces of content. That will be a pretty good start. So if you see, there is this thing that I want to repurpose, and just for the sake of understanding, let's see what this reel is about. You can measure how successful an entrepreneur is based on. So it is something related to entrepreneurial success. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm simply going to play this. And if you see, all the nodes will start streaming. Can you see streaming to text node, streaming to text node, and the third streaming to text node. Now it will start populating everything. Did you see? All the
Amazing.
content right there is ready for you. I didn't even have to think what I need to post. And by the way, it is all going to be in my voice. Crazy, right? So this is something that always wanted. Now, this first is, if you remember, the LinkedIn post. So let's see how the LinkedIn post quality is. As I always like my LinkedIn post to be properly structured, properly like with proper line breaks and everything. There
Mhm.
you go. Have proper endings, build systems, build people, build something bigger than your effort. And can you see? It is all about like entrepreneurs, founders. So it has picked the idea from Alex Hormozzi's reel. It understood how I write or how I speak in the second from the second idea group, and it wrote me a LinkedIn post. Now I can just simply copy this and I can take it anywhere on LinkedIn and post it directly. And there is also a way, by the way, wherein I can use this to create my LinkedIn infographic as well. So because many agency owners use LinkedIn as a source of sourcing clients, right?
Mhm.
So the second is the Instagram. Now, if you see, Instagram Reel is also ready. It has also done my audience analysis. So if you see, who is my audience analysis, like under audience, it is founders, creators, coaches, and skilled professionals trying to grow their business. So, by the way, it is so smart and understanding. It picked this from my reel. My reel today was all about coaching founders and creators, how they can create like coaching ecosystems and all. So it understood that from my tonality, so that means that the user is basically related to this market. So it gave me that. Okay. And then there you have your completely teleprompter ready script. Now, this is something that we have created. Now, what you can do, there are people who always ask, there is a very common question: what if I want B roll understanding as well? Or I wanted to generate B rolls as well in terms of what kind of B rolls I should be generating. It should also tell me that. Now, this is very simple. What you can do is just change the thing or just give it instruction over here, somewhere at the bottom. Just you can tell it clearly. Let's say over here, you can just say, also give me all the B-roll options, what kind of B-rolls I can generate. And it will start generating that as well. So if I come over here, I'll just say, possibly, let's say, I'll just say over here, sixth point, also generate all the options of B-rolls that I should be shooting or having. Let's say this. And I'm going to just stream this node again, play this node again. So when I click
Oh.
this, I
Mhm.
can just run this node individually.
Mhm.
See, nothing else is playing. Only this is going to play. And there you have another new one. And hopefully, there you go. Your B roll options are also here now. Earlier, it was never writing B rolls. So now it writes B roll as well. It is going to tell you what kind of opening shot you should be taking. So this is the beauty of Remote. And not only that, it is going to tell you the emotions, the entire structure, the close. We have trained it on close to 25,000 pieces of content. The
Mhm.
best of the best players in the market, and specifically from the business market industry as well. So now coming to the third one, which is the Twitter, and it has written you close to 8 tweets. There you go. One, two. You just need to copy and post. That's all. We wanted to include the scheduler as well, so we are planning to do that. So very soon you will be just directly able to post that. Now there is one more thing that if you want that I can tell you is, let's say if you don't like this Alex Hormozzi reel, you want to give something of your own. You can simply, let's say, rant to Remote. You just press over here the voice node, or you can press V, come over here, simply start recording your thoughts. Simply start talking to it, and just whatever your thought is coming, let's say I want to talk about coaches, creators, whatever, and you just stop it. It is going to transcribe. It's very fast. There you go. Can you see the transcription? I just said that, and you can just play again, and it will now take this idea into consideration and create all the content again. So this is the powerful way. like one of the ways how you can create content in Remolt. And by the way, this is the beauty of Remolt. We have so many different ways of creating content. Now, the same content, by the way, the LinkedIn, the Instagram that you just saw, you can
Mhm.
also create. You remember, Drew, we were talking that how we can create content from here also. Like we have agents for YouTube. You can write the complete script for YouTube, hook, body, ending, titles can be created. In fact, thumbnails can also be created. We have so many styles of thumbnails. It will ask you for your photo, and then it will ask you what kind of text or thing that you want on the thumbnail, and it is going to do that. And not only that, it is going to have Instagram like script writer as well. So there are multiple ways of doing the same thing. That is how our brain functions, right? We think of this, or I can do that, or I can do this also. So this is the beauty of it. LinkedIn also same. You can create infographic directly, whatever post that is going to be there. So let's say this is going to be okay. I'm going to just give this content, which is the LinkedIn, if you remember, right? Oh, this is the Instagram. This is the LinkedIn post, right? It has written this LinkedIn post. I'm going to give this LinkedIn post to this chat. This is the beauty of Remote. You can do literally anything. And by the way, for the record, I am in the LinkedIn agent. Okay, this is activated. Now, whenever you have to use the agent, talk on the left side, output is going to be on the right side. Now, on the left side, I'm going to say something like, hi, I have given to you my LinkedIn post. So I want to go ahead and post it. So just double check it. And if you see it can be improved, please do it. That's all. Let's say for the sake of example, I'm doing this. Now it is going to write. Can you see it is editing the post immediately? And it has
Yes.
gone blurred. So there you go. Your LinkedIn post is over here and it has been improved. It has reviewed and it has written again. Now, why did I do this? It was just for the purpose of first showing you that there is also a separate LinkedIn agent. Let's say you have anything, any idea, you can directly connect to the chat node as well and directly start creating LinkedIn content, Instagram content, YouTube content. You can directly start brainstorming as well. We have a brainstorming agent just for the sake of it can act as your sparring partner to discuss more. It is not going to be a yes sir kind of like AI. So that is how it's trained. And then coming back to LinkedIn, you can do a preview of how your LinkedIn post is going to look like. There you go. Beautifully written LinkedIn post. Now, the powerful thing is just click one button and it is going to create the image also that is going to be complementary to this post that you can post. There you go. The entire prompt is written. I'll just expand this. This is our image studio. So entire prompt is written. I'll just click on generate. You can select your models as well. We are working on this UI. Uh, and apart from that, there are templates. You can select which template do you want, which
Hmm.
format or aspect ratio do you want, what size do you want, sorry, the detail you want. Is it 1K or 2K? And then you can, like, it'll start generating. Now, like for the record, if you remember, I didn't give it any specific instruction what kind of image it has to create, right? It just took the instruction or it took into consideration this entire LinkedIn post. It studied this. And now it came up with a prompt itself. What kind of image might go well with this? Okay. So image generation takes up to a minute or so, and then it will be ready for like for you to have your post and image good to go. And then you can just post it out.
Okay.
So this is
Amazing,
this
amazing demo. My mind is smoking right now because I haven't seen half of these features. You've been busy at work, Akash.
yeah. This is something that I like. So I had lots of things. That's why I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I just spoke a lot. I
No,
gave a
no,
lot
don't
because
worry.
there's so many things that are happening
Yeah,
inside here.
don't worry. While that the image is generating that
Yeah.
LinkedIn infographic
Yeah.
from an agency standpoint, and we just want to go over a few things. You can have multiple clients, right? You can have multiple workspaces if you have several clients, right?
Absolutely. You can create one
Mhm.
board for each client. Let's say there is also one more thing that you can do is outside we have also added a new feature where you can create folders. So inside folders, let's say that you
Mhm.
have client A and that client
Mhm.
A requires 10 whiteboards. The different things you're brainstorming around. Then you
Mhm.
can add 10 different like or as many whiteboards inside that one folder. So everything will be very organized. And there you go. You have your image as well, which is finally ready, which is a very high quality image.
Amazing, amazing.
So
I don't even from an agency standpoint. I don't have to ask about roadmap confidence because I just seen about four features that I didn't see before. That's why I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
sitting here with my mouth open. Um,
We're every
let's
single day adding. Every single day.
let's talk about API access. Do we have
Okay.
that or webhook or what?
Currently, we are like MCPs are
Mhm,
already in place. So
mhm,
MCPs are ready, but API is as of now not yet there. But we
mhm,
are planning, we are thinking about that. So very soon, hopefully, we would be having something around that. And but if you can see over here, we have the like complete MCP tools right over here. If I'll just do this for you.
mhm.
So I'll close the agent. Now, yeah, once you come over here, you can connect any tools. Like we have a lot of options over here. You can connect as many tools as you want. API key, like API is something that we are still working on.
Okay, sure, sure. So from a white label, I'm sorry, from an agency standpoint, you pretty much have everything. I always ask this of all the tools. The last one being, can I rip the remote logo off and sell it as Drew's content machine?
I would love to do that because I'm myself a fan of such kind of tools,
Mhm.
high level, whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
So like we are having that thing in our roadmap, and
Mhm,
very soon you would be able to do it. Though it might be on a bit higher plan. That is what we are like considering as of now, to be very transparent with you. But
mhm,
at the same time, what you can do is currently also on your standard plan, you can invite as many people to work along with you just by clicking over here and entering their email and selecting their role,
mhm.
in case if you want to do that. And you
Uh,
can, the best part is your customers or clients don't have to pay for that. It will be all deducted from your account. So it's you only who has to manage the central billing. If you see, that's how white label tools work, right?
yeah. And
So
you
that,
have BYOK. Excuse me. You do have
yeah,
BYOK, right? Yeah.
we have like a very transparent picture. I'll show you. In fact, not only BYOK. So first of all, yes, we have all the AI keys maximum available. If you want to connect,
Mhm,
there you have. You can connect all your keys, whatever tool you're using. You can add whatever. Just give your key, and it is good to go. And when it comes to one more thing, which is billing and usage, this is one thing that I just want to add to you. People always have this like question, what about the coin management? What about how many coins I'm spending? So I need clarity, I need transparency, because that is something that I have faced as a customer a lot. I was questioning how many coins are being burned, why is this happening, like why so much spent. So this is where we have added something very transparent. Now you will see every single coin spent over here, even if it's point 3, point 1 coin.
mhm.
Okay,
Excellent,
everything over
excellent.
here, just to keep everything very, very transparent with you. Okay, so your memories from LLMs as well, in case.
That's good to
So
know,
yeah,
so you can check your usage and see where your credits are being
yeah,
burned.
I've seen people don't have that.
Personally, I was actually using another AppSumo app named Poppy,
Yeah,
and I spend. It's very expensive, put it that way. And then I saw remote, and I said, "Wow, these tools look similar." So I started doing tests, and I actually remote hold its own. I mean,
yeah,
for me personally, I'm not like bad mouthing Poppy or anything.
yeah, yeah.
Poppy's a great tool, but for me, I didn't see the value for the amount of money I spent with Poppy. If these two tools could do the same thing. If I can ask you, Akash, what's the difference between Poppy and Remote? Is there anything that stands out or no?
Okay, I'll be a very transparent founder over here.
Hmm.
I was a Poppy user,
Hmm.
and like again, I love what they are doing. Huge fan. No, like I had like when I saw the tool for the first time when I experienced Poppy, I felt that it is not able to come up to the mark that I expect it to do. The things that I expect it to do, the quality that I expected to generate for me. And again, that was my personal opinion. And I was, by God's grace, in a sorry, it turned to a dark mode. So I was in a like blessed state to hire people around to get developers on board and create a tool for me. So honestly, Remote was created just out of the sake of need, because I saw Poppy. I paid whatever $300-400 back then when I started the annual plan, and I like, for me at least, there was no worth of paying $400. I could have done almost a similar thing on any other standard LLM. But the only good feature for me was the whiteboard, And that is something that I want, like that I carried, that okay, I'll just build something for myself, how I want to do, how I want to do things around, how I think about. And that is where I created Remold. uh, that is the first thing. And secondly, there are multiple ways or like angles in which Remold currently stands way out from Poppy. Again, those guys are doing a wonderful job. This is something that I created. So I had, like, I wanted to have this, I wanted to have that. So the first thing was for me, creating workflows. I don't want to do the mundane task again and again, again and again. So what if I just create a workflow? Now, the workflow that you saw, you can just come any day, or let's say you're scrolling internet, you save any topic in the remote capture Chrome extension, you come any day, just dump your thought, click a button, and it is done. That is something I wanted to do, workflows. And then there are, let's say, multiple ways how we read, how we use the coins, how we use, like we have our AI usage. We have gotten a lot of feedback that our AI usage happens to be way more affordable. Our plans are obviously like way more affordable. We start at what,
Mhm,
$29 barely.
mhm.
So that is nothing compared to what Poppy is doing. But again, my goal was not to become a SaaS owner. I already have two businesses running. This was just something out of urge. And it turned out to be something that people value. And there is nothing that makes me happier than that. At least I could have be of service to others. So yeah.
Mhm. Excellent,
So
excellent. So, to wrap this up, agency standpoint, everything's coming. You got the white label coming for content. People who make content, you can make every sort of content, you name it.
yeah.
Roadmap, you're still developing. If you're looking for an alternative to Poppy, definitely check this out. I just want to say, Akash, thank you for showing me Remote. It got even more amazing from last time I was using it. So I
Yeah.
really appreciate your time. Wish you success in the future with Remote.
Means a lot, Drew. Thank you. That means a lot. And thank you for everyone who like listened and went through this. And definitely Remalt, like go give it a try. And I'm pretty sure that you would be happy after using it. As like me and Drew also were discussing earlier as well on our previous call, like how there are so many things that we can possibly do from the agency standpoint, and especially if you're agency owner, business owner, this is going to help you a lot. So yeah, thank you once again, Drew, for having me here, man.
You got to take care and good luck.
Yeah, thank you, Drew.